Mr. Haefner took advantage of both Ripon and College, but also friends and coworkers by the statements and lies that he told to those individuals at both institutions. I suspect that Mr. Haefner's attorney will tell the court that he plans to take responsibility and make all of his future court appearances, and that Mr. Haefner hasn't fled, and that he would know this day was coming based on search warrants that have been executed and some other information. What Mr. Haefner didn't know was what the criminal complaint would look like, nor how much prison exposure time he would look like.
Mr. LaVoy, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. I'm asking the court to consider a sizable cash bail in this case, but much less than what the state's recommending. Mr. Haefner would have the ability to post $50,000 in cash bail in this case. I'm asking that you set the cash bail at that amount. We do stipulate to all other non-monetary conditions as suggested by the government in this case. Mr. Haefner is 54 years of age. He has no prior criminal record, no prior criminal contacts whatsoever. He lives in Mequon. He's owned that home since 1989. The residence in Tennessee, I just confirmed with Mr. Haefner, has been sold. So he has no ties outside of the state of Wisconsin at all. His wife, Carrie Haefner, is, I understand, present in court. He's been married to her for 24 years. They have 3 children, ages 22, 21, and 19. The 2 younger ones reside at their home when they're not in college. So he's got substantial ties to the community. In addition to that, Mr. Haefner has had me on this case since December 3rd of 2013. There's been a series of search warrants that have been issued, and Mr. Haefner has known that this day was in fact coming. I have informed him from day one that this was a very serious set of circumstances. He has made no efforts to hide or run. He was at home when the police came to pick him up on this date, and he went willingly with them without any concern. We've cooperated in every way we can. I don't think it's appropriate for the state to say that he should be held against him that he did not provide a statement to police. That was at my request. He invoked his constitutional right to remain silent. I do not believe he to be a flight risk. I have met with the DA today, and I've informed him that we will do everything in our power to work with the state on this case. I believe if this court were to accept the $50,000 suggestion, that would be money that could be later used to pay for potential restitution. He does not have the ability to post $400,000 or $500,000. I do not believe that to be a reasonable number, based even on the amount of suggested restitution that might be present at this stage. I would inform the court that many items were seized and are in police custody at this point. So I think with the primary purpose of ensuring Mr. Haefner would make all court appearances, I believe that $50,000 cash is adequate and appropriate.
Mr. Haefner is 54 years old. He lives in the Mequon area, has ties there, and has stability that's been there for a long time. He is facing a 64-count complaint, which, as pointed out by the district attorney, involves a significant amount of money, about $428,000 alleged to have been taken, as well as a number of years of potential incarceration, many years of potential incarceration. And he is facing a sizable and significant potential penalty. I think that some sizable amount of cash bail would be appropriate to assure a future court appearance. I believe that $250,000 would be that amount. It's $250,000 cash.